Today the lads are off in search of the fabled Springwater Lodge, a famed old pub on one of Western Canada's Gulf Islands. Let's see how they get on.
So, beer hunting episode, Gulf Islands, Captain G.
This is take 17.
Oh, we found so far, we haven't found any beer, we found some seals. That's about it.
Yeah. But we've only been hunting on the water for about 2 minutes, so that's give us a break.
There you are. Well,
yeah, so we're gonna hit a couple of places. We're gonna hit the islands to see anything looks interesting and see if we can find a beer there. Pretty sure we'll find one or two along the way today. We'll let you all know.
see you soon.
There's a few hidden rocks. I'll see here.
Beer Hunters International, we go where the young ones are. Beer Hunters International, far from the polished bar. One more road, one more laugh, one more tale to tell.
That way.
Beer Hunters
That way.
International, we drink to the journey as well.
So we're just we're Mayne Island,
Mayne Island.
which is not so far from Salt Spring.
Is this where the Ghost Pub is, or
Yeah, we're gonna go check out the abandoned pub
the band?
and see if we can unabandon it. I mean, matter of fact, you know what we should do?
Yeah.
We should see Sam.
It's banded? Maybe it's free.
Maybe it was free. I think
It's free beer.
must be this way. What's over there? Yeah, it's this way. So you can be. We've actually heard about the Springwater Lodge. It was built. Somewhere I read it was 1892, and someone else said 1902. It was the oldest continuously running hotel in BC, in British Columbia, west coast of Canada, until apparently somebody bought it 1 or 2 years ago and shut it down.
Damn.
But now it's for sale. I see a for sale sign right on it.
Oh, look. This looks like a fixer-upper.
Well, the windows, look at the bright side. You don't have to clean some of the windows.
Yeah, it's got some holes
The
in it.
maintenance is lower.
You know, kind of reminds you of that.
Still got power, lights are on.
Remember the miners' cabin that they built with the donkeys and stuff, where they hauled it off for 5 miles?
Oh, when we were in Arizona,
Arizona.
way down the mountain there.
Kind
Yeah.
of reminds you of that, right?
Well, they had to move it because all the miners needed the hookers and they needed the houses for
You
the
gotta-
hookers, right?
Yeah, you gotta haul over the hookers.
So you wanted to be going at it out in the snow in the bush?
No.
you needed something.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's how this place operates. A brothel upstairs and a pub downstairs?
Yeah.
How could you go broke? How
Yeah.
could so there must not have been that.
Yeah, this looks like a potential investment.
Maybe.
Future home of Beer Hunters International.
Mayne Island Brewery.
Mayne Island Brewery.
Here's our problem.
Yeah.
Today is Wednesday?
Wait,
Closed on Wednesday.
it says closed on Wednesday, closed on Thursday, closed on Friday, and closed on Saturday.
It's open again on Sunday.
Well, it's open Sunday.
So this is a small town. I think we've
Small? I think it's tiny.
tiny.
Tiny town.
So with the saltwater, springwater, stillwater thing closed, where do locals go to get beer?
I think we can find beer at the trading post. They'll trade something. They should be trading beer. No? Trade money for beer. Yeah, I guess that's normal.
Hey, will you run it?
You're gonna need a couple business partners on that one, I feel like. So yes, we will.
You realize it's not a turnkey, like it needs renovations.
Yeah.
Of course.
Needs to be knocked down.
No,
Major
I think they're
upgrade.
trying to preserve it because it is a historic building. I don't know what the whole story is though. I've heard multiple different stories. So I don't want to tell you anything because I don't actually.
Well, you can tell us an untruth. That's fine. So, by strange coincidence, Captain G is also one of the biggest decking builders in the Gulf Islands. What a coincidence. So, from what you haven't done any structural looking at it yet, but walking on it, do you believe this is just like a power wash and the deck's back in business?
Yeah, I think so. The place has some pretty good bones here. One of the oldest standing pubs in British Columbia. Be a nice little project. At least get the beer flowing again. Don't have to turn it into a whole lodge, but
Yeah,
get the taps on.
yeah.
Have some fun out here.
So that's there's some crowdfunding opportunities here, maybe, man. So based
Crowdfunding.
on what we think the selling
How
price
big a
would
crowd
be,
do we need?
we just need your money. But I mean, so based on their asking price, and let's assume we can knock that down by a good chunk, then we need to pop maybe $1 million US into rebuilding the place, like the renovation stuff, because as a heritage building, you can't knock it down, you can't change what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
So the parts we're going to use, like if you don't want to turn it back into a hotel, so you just kind of clean it up and make sure it's safe, paint, all that kind of crap. Put the money into renovating the pub part of it, pub and restaurant. You got a couple of acres here with a few buildings on it.
Yeah.
And we think
Down there.
the licensing and permitting lets you put another couple buildings like that on there.
Yeah.
Rent those out.
Heard about another 40 units or something like that.
40 housing units.
40
So-
housing units.
So like, I bet you
Big
all
old
in
porch.
$2.5 million US. We'll probably have this thing up and running.
Yep.
Just have it rocking and rolling.
Back
Yeah.
to the glory days.
Wow.
Who's in?
Natural. None of this
Hair and makeup.
hair and makeup.
Hair and makeup, getting ready for the next shot.
Okay.
Okay, well, okay, we've got
Am I
news.
handsome now?
Sure.
Yeah.
We've got news since we last spoke. So as you may or may not notice, we're not going to mention where we are because we don't want to get in trouble for,
Why not? We're always in trouble. That's our job. We're explorers.
So
We're
as you
beer
may have
explorers.
figured it out, we're actually on the premises of the Stillwater. We're waiting for the realtor to come. So
He ain't showing up.
he ain't showing up. So whilst here,
Still in China.
a telephone call was made to when we picked up this beer at the trading post. We asked them any local beer, and they said there's a local brewery, but they don't carry it. And we're like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah. And we figured out that it's actually closed today, which is what day are we? Wednesday.
But we have Captain G. And everything opens because of Captain G.
Captain G's got the key.
He's got the key.
So Captain G gave him a quick call. They said, oh, yeah, come on down. Beer Hunters International, we're that famous that they're going to open on their closed day for us.
Yeah. Let us come on up, because up the hill.
Yeah,
10-minute
so,
walk.
as you know, we boated here, and we don't have a motor vehicle with wheels on it, so it's foot power to the rescue. So we'll tune in as we get closer to the Mayne Island Brewery or whatever. We'll figure out what the name is.
When we get there.
See you soon.
All right. Waiting for the ferry. Springwater. Here we are. Captain G. And the potentially future home of
Beer Hunters International.
Eyes Old Bastards.
After an arduous 4-hour hike, barefoot uphill both ways, our intrepid adventurers arrived at Mayne Island Brewery.
Definitely in amongst the trees. On the phone, they said they're the smallest brewery in Canada. Let's see what that means. Beautiful setting. Beautiful setting.
If I can record.
We're only roughly
Great.
15, 20-minute walk. 4-hour walk from the ferry dock or the government dock. Oh, we have arrived. Good morning.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, pretty easy. Other than 15 miles.
Yeah. We're two things. Beer Hunters International and Wise Old Bastards. Old.
Nice to meet you.
Kevin Days.
Annette.
This is my producer and wife.
Hi, nice to meet you. Annie. Welcome to the brewery.
Hey, that's right. How are you? Having great.
Yeah. So we always have usually got records playing, and we have a pretty good. Are you into LPs? Two?
I also
Yeah.
own a record shop.
No way. Oh
do
my
you?
god.
What's
Well,
that?
He's
Just in White Rock.
he keeps,
Oh, okay.
He keeps most of the record shops he goes to in
In business.
in business. And so mostly it's about having enough, interesting music, and that's basically why he started Brewery, so that he could just continue to buy records, and try and write them off for a business expense.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm really liking this place. Beer, vinyl, football.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm moving in. Well, how so? 10, almost call it 10 years. So
Yeah.
you were already on Maine, or you were?
Yeah, we've been here for over 20 years now.
You got tired of buying beer
So
at the
when
trading post?
when we moved here, this was a pottery studio. We had no intention of creating a brewery. No, of creating a brewery. That was the furthest thing from our mind back
Yeah.
then. It's a lot of work, right? Especially at the size that we are. I think if we were just a little bit bigger, and the reason that we're not bigger is because we were always concerned about water. We're an island, right? And we're a very dry island, especially like through the summer. Like we get rain for 4 months of the year. If we're lucky, maybe 5 months of the year. We don't know. We use well water. We don't know how much water's down there. And like I say, it's not all for us to export off the island. So we found what we consider the sweet spot to be, which is, each kettle size is 140 liters, and we make about 100 to 110 a year.
How big?
But for one person, that's a heck of a lot of work.
Can we offer you a beer?
Yeah, we'd like to buy some beers. Yeah, we're just more interested in the story first.
Yeah.
For us, Beer Hunters International is we go all over the planet. We've done it in Malaysia, Laos, and Mexico, Salt Spring, we're all over the place, just anywhere. We're way more interested in the adventure of getting to a place and meeting the people behind it. So it's just like, that's a great story. I like hearing that. I like hearing you're working yourself to death. That's kind of nice. That's not the way I meant it.
Yeah.
So where are you from, though? You have
I do.
accent.
I do. Okay.
North Surrey.
I'm originally from just north of Birmingham.
I heard
Which is why I was
English.
watching the Birmingham.
Yeah, it's a big-
right now.
It's a big game.
That's Aston Villa.
Okay.
No, I'm not from there. No,
He's from Crew.
I'm from just south of Manchester, kind of thing, in between Manchester and Birmingham. That's
Okay.
where I was born.
Yeah.
But I've been here for a long time.
That accent's
I came here to ski, and now look at me.
Living very far away from Mesquite Hill.
Yeah.
All right.
Ski bum.
Since you're English, what about bitters? English are famous for bitters. Did you ever make a bitter? And what's so much different between bitters and ales and all that?
Well, if I have made a bitter, it's not because I. I'm not a big fan of bitters.
Really?
Yeah, sure. I was raised to a large degree with them, but I've never wanted to make them here. I was always much more sort of European because I spent a lot of time working in Europe, and I've just always enjoyed European beers. We make a lot of different lagers here, and not so many ales. Really. Just a few ales. We make a Belgian blonde ale. We do an oat stout, and we do an IPA, of course, a hazy IPA. But most of the other beers are probably lagers for the description.
Yeah.
So
I'm from Holland originally, so we make the Dutch Girl Blonde, which is
I see that flying.
and a Belgian.
yeah, and again, right now I'm just running through an experimental sort of couple of batches of Pilsner. So this one's been dry hop with Rakow, which is a New Zealand hop. The next one's going to be again another New Zealand hop, Nelson Sauvin.
It's Manic. It's like Manic. We were a little tipsy when we came up with that. It doesn't actually translate well, but it's the Manic lager.
Also one more decision.
Yeah, but it also gives it scratches an itch.
I got a lot of these.
Yeah.
Richard,
Healthy style from
Healthy
UK.
style.
Yeah.
Oh my! Yeah, good
Tastes
one. Huh?
good?
Oh my!
I may actually have to rent the spot out here.
Yeah. You like that? And the lager has a lot of fans. Definitely sell a lot of lager to the locals. It's just fun to see the locals kind of come around. I mean, initially it's like, oh, that's just for the visitors. We're not going to go there. We're going to keep drinking our lucky beer. And then they come up, they check us out. And then one day it was like, okay, we have 16 locals and 1 visitor, and we're over capacity.
Wow, that's very smooth. Very smooth.
This is
Just kind of like,
really appreciate you guys
Yeah.
taking the
That's
time
great.
for us on your day off.
no, it's
Well, it's never a day off, but there's always something happening. But yeah, Michael's just finished making the beers. So.
Nice and
But then
busy.
he'll find about 5 or 10 other things to do around the property today. So
too bad.
Over some great tasting beer and good conversation, the lads learn more about the people behind Mayne Island Brewery and the beers they make. With their famous attention to detail and incredible work ethic, they made quick work of getting to the bottom of the story.
And okay, Beer Hunters International at Springwater Lodge, which has been closed down for a couple of years,
Yeah.
and which is very sad because there's no beer there. And so we had to walk up 20 miles straight uphill, or 15 minutes straight uphill,
Straight uphill.
just to go to Mayne Island Brewing Company. And we found beer.
There's no logo on that side.
Other side.
Oh,
brother.
sorry, wrong side.
Yeah. Give him the shout
There we
out.
go. There we go. Shout
Shout
out. Sponsored by Mayne Island Brewing. Yeah, good stuff. And we had several flights of beer. We were flying high.
Good
Stuff
beer,
like-
good people, good story.
Excellent.
It's all good.
English guy,
Yeah.
loves Manchester United fan. Not a fanatic, but
That's what
loves
he
it.
says.
That's what he said. But I think he was a fanatic.
Yeah.
Also a record guy. He's a record guy,
record
loves
guy.
Red Rum Records.
He can't be bad people. They're British beer and records. So
Yeah.
They can't be bad people.
Gotta be good.
Those mounds in the backyard, those were not burial mounds. No. They're great.
Good people.
Loved it.
Excellent time on Mayne Island. Few cold brews up the hill.
Yep.
Gonna jump on the boat now. Head off to the next island.
And without our Captain G,
Lighthouse.
Captain
we
G.
wouldn't have found this place and get open because it was closed. They opened it just for Beer Hunters International.
Captain G and First Mate
Oh.
A having an afternoon nap.
He had too
Heavens of
much beer.
Z's.
Once again, the lads have shown that there are interesting stories to hear, fun places to find, and great beer to be drunk. You just have to get out there and find them.
2 old mates and a map that never stays the same. No bookings, no big plans, just a van and our name. We chase the side streets where the good stories hide, and every busted detour turns into a ride.